There's a shortage of black donors for bone marrow transplants in South Africa. According to the SA Bone Marrow Registry, only 14% of its donors are black currently. Well, to find out why this matters, let's speak now to the organization's donor recruitment officer, Siphokazi Dyasi. Siphokazi, good afternoon. Thank you very much, Ms. Dyasi, for joining us this afternoon. I read an article recently on Ground Up saying that 30% of registered donors in South Africa are people of color. That 30% includes the 14% black?
Yes. So on that 30% that is mentioned, we include people of color, which means it's black, it's colored, it's Indian. So from that 30%, we have about 14% which are black.
Yeah, and now and again, we hear of stories of children in different parts of the country. There's one that attracted my attention this week of a teenage girl in KwaZulu-Natal who needs a specific bone marrow transplant, who needs help, but can't get any help locally and globally. Why is it important that we increase this 30% people of color, or specifically 14% of black donors? Why you don't have enough donors on your registry?
So currently, as you have said, we have a shortage of black donors. So it is important for us to increase that number, because the odd number of a patient finding a donor, it's 1 in 100,000. So if it's 1 in 100,000, and on the registry we have under 74,000 donors, and from the 74,000 donors that we have on the registry, only 14% of them are blacks. And currently, and the patient that we actually talking about, the little girl in KZN, is looking for a donor, which is it's people of color. So, which means her chances of finding a donor are very slim because of the numbers.
And the reality is that because the numbers are so low, many South Africans with blood diseases and cancers that need bone marrow transfers might end up dying, Shem.
Yes, it is that case. So we have about 200 patients that we are servicing. And if you're looking into the numbers, if already the chances it's 100,000, and as a registry, we're not even near to the 100,000 that is giving people a chance to get that one person, which means chances of people surviving are very slim. So that's why we're calling people to actually, so that we can actually get the number, so that people can get a better chance of living, which is at this current point, chances of Zisulu were getting a chance of finding a donor are becoming very slim.
Yeah. Do you have reasons why people are so reluctant to donate?
If we're talking, I think it's the understanding. Already we're talking about a bone marrow transplant. With the name itself, when people hear it, they think of, we have watched so many movies of people, of them showing the actual transplant. So they're showing these big needles that get injected into the spine, which is, at this current point, it's not the point. It is easy as in donating platelets. So people who are not sure what are platelets and they are donating blood, it is easy as in donating blood. So I think it's
yeah, carry on.
Yes. I actually think it's how people receive it and how they actually view it. There's not much awareness on people having to be aware on how the process goes. So people have this perception that we will be grilling on people's bone to get the bone marrow, which is, it is not the case. It is donating stem cells.
Yeah, it's not as invasive as what you might see on those fictional movies.
No, it's not
where
as
people are being drilled.
Yes.
So part of what you are doing, including this interview, is to create more awareness amongst people as a
more awareness
and appealing to people,
especially to people.
Yes, especially.
Yes, especially to people of color. Yes. I think we're not much aware, because I remember when I actually started working for the registry, when I researched, I never heard of them. For someone who has went to Vasoto, you will think that you will actually have an understanding. I never even had an understanding on what they are doing.
We need more awareness, and you are starting to do that. Good luck to you, and thank you very much for making time for us. Yes, we need more of this. That's Siphokazi Dyasi. We need more donors, please, to the SA Bone Marrow Registry. I mean, only 14% of black South Africans are on that registry, and people of color, as in blacks, coloreds and Indians, it's 30%. That's very low. So please do your part. You know, you might be giving another child, another person that you love, a second chance at life, or somebody's child might get that second chance at life. Thank you very much. That's it for me.